Here's Mostert. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Mostert. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
A good run there. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
11. Kill. I got this.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Slam.
It's a gain of 5.
Hey, gun.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on. Hey, Delta.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Well, second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and that'll make it third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. Steps away to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check safety, check safety. We go 21, 21.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Whoa, whoa. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 54. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Tighten up, tighten up.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Hey, gun.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Ginn has it complete, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Breeze. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even...
He's got him in, complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Saints first down.
Breeze now on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about...
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They should take it to 10. Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. With that, let's get over to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome with the call from New Orleans. here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from the Superdome. This is fielded at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 48 yards. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending... backwards after that huge gain last play.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. In need of a conversion, it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On second down, it's Cook. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Bravo.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Gun. We're going. Let's go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Listen to me. Hey, Charlie.
Now Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the 1st quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Black. Hey, wahoo. Gun.
Throwing his Cousins. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 33 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, they're stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, echo.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan, and the Saints are going to get it.
Yeah. Growing up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is
hustle. Oh, you got hustle. I was about to say, I'm sorry.
Oh me, oh my. That's so right down the street too, nigga. I ain't gotta go nowhere.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL.
Downtown between Brush Street and I.
She ain't getting her bread until after. I should better not be worked up either. I'm charged to jabbers up in the gloves. My nigga still. Nah. You good, bro? You gotta know how to taste liquor, bro. Liquor strong, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even make that face when I drink liquor no more. Only if the shit nasty, I'll make that face. On some taco. Some cheap ass shit. Cheap ass taco.
Coming to that bottom on that channel.
375, that's where it's located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2000.
Once again, it's going to be a quick one, bro, because I got the mask on, no earphones. How quick was the last one, like 3 minutes?
It was fast, bro. It was probably like 20 minutes.
Not even.
Yeah?
Because it's 5 minute quarters.
But the whole game, even when you thought it was time out, the
Today
whole
we
game.
got season matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. The kickoff team on the field now is on the send this one away.
He does it in the first quarter.
That's Fitzgerald in the end zone.
Early in the second.
The decision's coming down to the coasting football as he's taken down to Detroit.
That's probably some 15 minutes. Quickie. Always going a little bang to see too how long the game was. Always broadcast around.
And the starting was hoping for there is maybe back to the expected. That's it. Calling no game on the game's first play. And it's second down.
I like their style.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I like the idea of mixing up some different.
They got some hard ass uniforms coming. Oh, they ain't want my shit. How they got some hard uniforms coming? Them niggas trash. Guys, it was a fake ass.
No, those are.
You seen it?
Those are released.
Release.
Half red one, half black one.
Somebody else had something too. They got half black, half what?
Half red, half black.
Oh, like the whole new.
Yeah,
NFL posted that. Talking about the pants and the jersey half red, half black.
Nah, it's like the jersey is red up here, and then it go black and black pants.
I don't really like that shit. I like the side.
I ain't gonna lie, I like that though.
Oh, I thought you was talking about like this, like down the middle, red.
Oh, nah. Yeah,
that's some XFL shit.
Yeah.
XFL was getting live, low key.
So they're not gonna come back out when this shit that over?
Yeah, they are. That nigga spent, bro. The first time that nigga Vince McMahon, first time Vince McMahon did XFL, nigga, he only put like $5 million in that shit. This time that nigga put like $100 million into that XFL shit. That's why I was really fans still at the damn game and shit. Like that nigga knew what he was doing. That shit ain't gonna never be big as football, but like you just seen, nigga, like the quarterback, DJ Walker, nigga from XFL just got drafted. Niggas gonna be getting drafted out of the XFL, man. That's why the XFL gonna be a new outlet, bro, to watch. Cause niggas, it be niggas that's really cold in the XFL, nigga that's really good in the XFL. Like the nigga that played for the Seattle team, nigga Trey Williams. He played running back for Decatur my senior year. He really like Fredo age. But the nigga was dumb. That nigga played my senior, he was running back for Decatur.
What's his name?
That nigga went to Texas Tech, Trey Williams. He played with DeAndre Washington and us and all. He played for the Houston Cowboys.
They'll certainly have to start looking for here as they come out like 14.
She had a drag in this shit. I seen that nigga when he was scoring touchdown. I was like, damn, that nigga, that's Trey.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It's one of the goals of the game. You gotta be effective on passing down. It's one of the few things defenses charge. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them to this one.
I'm really about to send this shit to everybody I know that play Madden on my phone.
So for 36 now, first and 10. They'll run for the first touchdown to Freeman. And it's officially no gain on the play at second down. Looking at second down. Ryan is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run good for 18 and the first down. First down.
gets it because you're running away from people.
Touchdown incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Second and 10.
And nobody was coming for the background or nothing. That shit is so crazy.
Pass on second down. Most things a little bit here. This is third and 10.
Get to the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I was, but in this situation, there's still deals going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys try to find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and touch on the front. Drop in the zone coverage. Figure out where the first down line was and end up making the play. Swatting out the guys so they couldn't get the completion.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And a 3 and out on that first rush. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settling down. The first series is motion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play the best we can. Sometimes you got to switch jobs right and get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you get any mistakes. There you go.
11 yards next there and first down.
How best to describe that? That's a right down road now.
Straight ahead, right? I think that might be something we see between the tackles today.
Ladies and gentlemen, things so far here this afternoon. Season increase and burst first out of the game.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31.
I don't know if Jordan is high heifer or did I change it? Nah, Jordan high heifer, high heifer.
Damn. You start dabbing in music videos and shit.
Just a yard to pick up there, and it'll leave them with 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out there. And run runs, stop that one for a short game.
That's a good run.
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And that covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed low, and they stopped them on the line. A 3-yard loss. Down there.
Get out of there!
So certainly an interesting player to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So shall we see a decision before that decision is made?
And when you talk about decision, you're so good. I'm not worried about that. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation. He's going to have to spin his pressure on locker room, frankly.
Second quarter now, Falcon football. No score after one on EA Sports. Unable to capitalize on a great field position as you're starting that game.
We got iron about.
How about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely tight. He was trying to force it in there.
If there's a time of safety, he needed to make it right.
Yeah, exactly right. They're down. You got to try and send something. There's nothing available for him.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard about time to me. The action's been right there on the field. Trying to figure out how to gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Stafford in the lines now at first and 10 at the first kick J.D. McKissick. Nowhere to go that time. Might have got up to the 25.
He's a corner.
Second and 9. Stafford looking for his running back, and he's got him. He's able to gain 2 out to the 27. Throwing on Stafford. He's got his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down to 26.
That play was well covered, just trying to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going to get it on 4th down. So they will go for it. Stafford. Curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So they take a big chance here in territory. You let the coach have some questions to answer.
Yeah, really focus on the media, right? The social media versus what he's going to get from this one. How about on his own sideline on his own? Because I think the team's going to look at the coach. Why do we get there? No confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You're a special situation.
And Davis inside the 29-18.
Spooked him real quick.
Huh?
Yes.
That's OG Slim. Bro, let me tell you, nigga. My dad was on the phone with JD, and that nigga Slim Daddy called my phone. This how it happened.
Wait. Who was on the phone?
My daddy answered my phone because I went to go pick up jabs and shit. So when I was gone, Slim, JD was on the phone, so my daddy on the phone. The Slim Daddy had called my phone, like while I was gone and shit. So I was about to go pick up some weed from that nigga, but I ain't think he about to call right then because he said he had to do something. So boom, nigga, I get home, my dad was like, yeah, OG Slim called you. I was like, who? He's like, OG Slim. I was like, oh, that's Slim. Remember he ain't see Slim. He ain't see Slim Daddy, but he seen Slim Daddy pull up yesterday. He was there. I was like, oh, that's Slim. I said, that's Slim. You know, I used to go to Slim.
Just goes to 2 yards as the first touchdown. Takes inside the 3 minutes.
And he was like, we get Corey. And my dad was like, hold on, this ain't Corey. This, he ain't say it was his dad. He said, this ain't Corey. Corey outside. He was like, well, I'm trying to see what he's trying to do. What he want to do. And nigga said, well, I just want to see what he wants to do. He was like, well, I don't know. He said, the boy get on when you talk to board. And that's what my daddy told me. He said, I was like,
I was the one who was on the phone. I was on the phone.
Somewhere around 40% of the offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get defended
I heard that somebody got damaged for somebody waiting outside for him. I ain't think nothing about the bitch.
I'm just glad he ain't saying about no What you mean? He wants weed, right? Right, that's gas. He wants gas, right?
This game,
I guess the dude probably was talking about gas in my car. Nah, the gas.
The weed.
Marijuana, you know, sir? Yeah.
And just to let you know, I got bubblegum.
Double OG. You need some? I got you.
The decision to bring it in that close to the 5 yards is just
crazy.
Kenny Callahan making his way back on the field for the rest of this offense. A chance maybe here to get him more involved down the stretch. He's been very quiet.
And the silence has been devastating for his team. They need
Hold on, real quick.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. On first down, Stafford here. Amendola's got it, complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
53, ready?
45. Mike, 45. Yeah, that's what I do.
Hey, check Mike, 40.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Throwing again is Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it's Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. J.D. McKissick, as the first half is winding down, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1 And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing. Momentum.
7, Falcons 6.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading back onto the field, here's a look at Devontae Freeman now. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Let's go, let's go. 40's Mike, 40's the Mike. Do the right back. Do the right back. Check. 40's Mike.
Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, orbit.
Mike's foot. Right here. Mike's foot.
51, South. Hey, South.
From the shotgun, Ryan. The ball popped in the air and intercept. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. So a very tight first. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Freeman again. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And a cut to the sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 64 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 30 on second down. Stafford, and it's caught here. Amendola. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They will run it. It's McKissick. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. On 2nd and 7, Stafford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, second down. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Johnson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kerryon Johnson turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On first down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
58. Check it up.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Jones has it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Falcons push further out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford, the attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. On 1st and 10, Stafford. This one complete to Lacey. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 51 yards as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Now Prater to add the PAT. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Yeah, back onto the field now comes Devontae Freeman. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
It's a gain of 35.
First down, Atlanta.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Switch gears. Got it.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 47 on the clock. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. On first down, it's Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jack Crawford in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jack Crawford picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Stafford, he's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Gun. He's coming. Let's make these babies cry.
Ryan wants to throw it. Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.